Heights Church. Good to see you. My name is Tim. I'm one of the pastors on staff here, and I'm excited to talk to you about a very important thing that Jesus spoke to his disciples the night that he would be betrayed. You see, after Jesus had washed the feet and they had eaten that supper, that meal together, he sat them down and began to teach them some very important key things that he knew they would need as the days were coming, as they were going to need to go out and start the church. He says some very powerful things. And one of those things we find in chapter 15, verse 5 of the book of John. He says this to them because he understands that for them to continue to thrive in their faith during the difficult time that is coming, they're going to need to know this concept. He says this in verse 5 of chapter 15. Jesus says, "I am the vine, and you are the branches. The one who remains in me and I in him produces much fruit, because you can do nothing without me." See, they knew the word pictures that he was using. The whole idea of these grapevines is really what he's talking about. He's like, I'm the vine. I'm the one that produces everything that the branch needs to produce the fruit, the cluster of grapes. And see, because if those clusters of grapes were apart or detached from the vine, those branches, the branches would just wither and die. And then they're just gathered up and discarded. You've probably seen it in your garden. You maybe have trimmed some bushes around your yard. And what happens is when we trim those bushes, those things just die. Because they're not connected to the source. They're not connected to the one who will feed them to produce the fruit that they're designed to be. And so Jesus is saying, look, stay connected. Stay in step with me. Because that's going to be the key for you to be all that he designed and created you to be. All that he had planned and purposed for you. And sometimes we forget that. And we wonder why we're feeling detached or far from God, because we have somehow separated ourselves from the vine, from Jesus, the source. Here's just an illustration. As you can see, I'm in my barbecue patio, and I will be wiring this thing up with electricity. And I have wire, right? I have all the sockets and wire nuts and the boxes that'll have the electrical sockets in them, and all these things that I need to hook up wire and put a ceiling fan in. And I'm going to be doing all these things. And here's what I want you to know. I can do all of this work. I can put all the sockets in. I could wire it up. But if I don't ever hook it up to the source, if I don't hook it up to the source, which is the electrical panel on my house, these sockets, all this is not doing anything that it needs to be doing. It doesn't. These things are designed to conduct electricity, but if I don't hook it up to the source, they're just worthless, useless. Jesus understood for you and I to thrive, you and I to live out our faith that is rich and full, and going after kingdom-minded things. In order for us to do that, we have to be connected to the source, which is Jesus. Jesus himself said, "I am the vine, and you are the branches." As long as you are in me and I am in you, you will produce much fruit, great fruit. Here's what I know. When I've been connected to Jesus in those seasons of life where I'm really walking and following Jesus, I have produced some of the greatest fruit in my life. I have grown in my faith. I have shared my faith. I have served others well. Those are the things that God wants from us, to live our best life. So may you this week lean in and connect to the source. May you lean into Jesus and glean from him everything you need to be healthy and fruitful. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Hope this Devo was an encouragement. Again, may you connect to the source, who is Jesus, and thrive. We'll see you next time.